everybody, what is up? My name is Mackenzie.
And I'm Jonathan.
We are husband and wife, and we'd like to welcome you to TerreDice.
And yes, you read that correctly. Star Wars is entering the Villainous Universe. Universe. It's huge now.
Yes, that is correct. So a lot of us might have seen this coming. We've had Disney, we had Marvel, and then we had Pixar, and now we have Star Wars.
Inevitably.
Yes, but that doesn't mean we are any less excited. We have a bunch of stuff to share with you guys, and I am so excited about this new addition to the Villainous universe. So let's jump right in. The name of this new Villainous is Star Wars Power of the Dark Side, and we have 5 new villains entering this game, and they are Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, Asajj Ventress, General Grievous, and Moff Gideon.
Okay, before we get on into this, I gotta tell you, I am so stinking excited that Asajj Ventress made the cut for the first game. Just gotta get that off my chest. Let's dive in.
So Jonathan is the Star Wars guru out of us in the group. I am a late comer to the game. I definitely became a fan when I saw Mandalorian, but
You've seen like everything.
Yeah, I've seen everything now, but like you've been a fan of it since childhood, so I know you were really excited when you heard this.
Indeed, yes. So the new Star Wars, this is a standalone game, just like there was Marvel Villainous that was standalone, and now this one. We are back to the individual fate deck concept. So you've got your own fate decks that are in front of you. There are some twists. So they're calling Power Ambition. That one's pretty much the same thing. But the major thing that has changed there are vehicles. So that's the big change that I saw so far. So essentially you've got these vehicle cards which have some activatable like location powers on them, and it appears that they are additional locations that you can visit. So once you've like played that card, you can go to your ship, activate the things. At least that's the way it seems that it plays out. Now there are also fate cards that are vehicles. And the Millennium Falcon, which is the example that we got, basically says whenever you defeat a hero, they retreat back to the Millennium Falcon. And then now when someone else is drawing a fate card, they can either draw a fresh one or they can take one of the heroes from the Millennium Falcon and play them back onto your board. So it seems like it's this sort of like extra location business that can come on out. So that seems very, very interesting.
Yeah, it kind of seems like they're combining Marvel and Disney Villainous, but adding a new twist to it as well, which I really appreciate.
Yeah. So as far as the theming, we know a couple things. So we know a couple of their stories. Darth Vader is going to be trying to take Luke to the dark side, and Moff Gideon is trying to go after Grogu and kidnap him, and Asajj Ventress is trying to complete a series of missions from some mission cards that are drawn. General Grievous is attempting to collect a bunch of lightsabers, which he's got to add to his collection. That's what he does. We don't know what Kylo Ren's story is yet, though, so we're going to have to dig into some more information on that.
Yeah.
But I am very excited. A couple things that we have seen. They are actually working with Lucasfilm to get details. So
we know theming. For us, theming is everything, and that's why we love the Disney Villainous, because they do the theming so well. So yeah, like he was saying, they actually brought off people from Lucasfilm and worked with Ravensburger to make sure that they got this theming correctly. And they did a bunch of interviews with them, and they were saying like they actually would switch some of the powers around to like, oh no, R2 wouldn't do that. And then
well, they said that what R2 was doing or how he looked was like episode 4 R2 when it was supposed to be episode 6 R2. So they're like telling him, you got to appease the hardcore fans, which I appreciate that level of detail.
I love attention to detail, so that I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. So a couple of the things, it appears we're still getting the same level of villainous art. From what I can see in the article, which we're going to link below, that has the most details about it, they talked about there were going to be images from the movies and the films. I don't know if that means they're going to use pictures or if it's all going to be art. Yeah. I would hope that they keep the same standard of art. It appears that way so far.
I truly hope it is. It is an odd wording, so it might have just been weird wording, or it could be screen grabs from the film and then they sketched over it. That might be why they're using the word images. That box cover, I think it looks so good. I love the dark navy blue with like the red at the bottom. I think it looks really nice. And they have a different style for the minis. So I want to dive into those because that's where we can see some of the theming coming through with this game already.
Yes. So there is one common theme across all the minis. If you've seen them, we're going to show them here. But basically, they all incorporate the lightsabers of those characters, which I thought was so cool. We got the hilt of Darth Vader coming up his body. Kylo Ren's got the saber with the hand guards there on that, which is pretty cool. Asajj Ventress has like her dual ninja samurai sword type lightsabers. And General Grievous looks like he's got a collection of lightsabers around the outside of his mover. And then Moff Gideon, of course, has the dark saber from the Mandalorian series. So lots of really, really cool stuff going on there.
Yeah. And And what they mentioned is, and then what you can see in the models here, they have a different style of doing it now, or at least they're doing it for the Star Wars. Everything is like almost in like in a marble sense. So each one that everyone gets is translucent, so that you can get some color on the table. But each person that someone gets, it's going to look slightly different because that marble is going to set in differently. So everyone's going to be a little different. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, the reason they said that they wanted to go with this sort of speckled marbled approach is when you shine a light through it, it kind of looks like galactic. You've got stars and clouds and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So it looks very spacey, which is kind of cool. Okay, so looking at this grab of Darth Vader's board. So it looks pretty standard villainous for the most part. We see there's where you get the power and the energy, and then you see that they also have the fate actions. They have the only one that's a little bit weird, like we got the discard and stuff. It looks like the double lightning might be the Vanquish. I don't really know what that like X-shaped one is. Seems like there's a bunch of them on the thing. I don't really know what that does, but I'm sure we'll find out soon.
And what do you think the deep space slot at the end? Do you think that's where it's going to house that 5th location?
I think that's where the vehicle card's going to go. So you probably put your vehicle card in that far right space, and that's like another location that you can visit.
So we talked about the minis. What about the actual characters that they chose? So I'm thinking why they chose some of these characters is that it's like going from like basically the original up to like the most recent with the Mandalorian.
Yeah, something from everybody.
Yeah, but what do you think about the choices?
Yeah, we got the old, middle, new trilogies. We've got the Mandalorian. We got Clone Wars with Asajj Ventress. Oh my gosh. So if anyone saw the old Cartoon Network original 2D Clone Wars and we had Asajj Ventress for the first time, you know she was like so scary in that. She was really creepy. And she just like leaped out of nowhere and she's trying to kill Anakin and all this and kill all the clone troopers. It was real great. But that was also where I got introduced to General Grievous, who, if anyone who remembers that scene with General Grievous like hunting down those Jedis, that was like the creepiest scene in like 2D animated history, besides maybe Courage the Cowardly Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yes, but that was awesome. Anyway, because of that, I have a very fond place in my heart for both General Grievous and Asajj Ventress. So I'm very excited to see them as characters.
Yes, I don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to continue making a next one that you can use to battle it with, but who would you like to see next?
Oh, they have so many good ones left. So they did well. I bet you Darth Maul is like on the cover of one of the next ones. He's an awesome pick, especially as he's come back. So he's not just in Star Wars Phantom Menace. So if you know that, there's other places he comes back in the series. But there's also Count Dooku would be a great pick at some point. You could even do like I don't know if it's a villain, but you could do like one of the droid generals. So you could do like the droid army. Yeah, you could also, I don't think that they'll go the Jango Fett route. Or I don't know what they would do for the Kaminoans if there'd be anything with them. But you also got like Grand Moff Tarkin if they wanted to do like general of like space command. Like you could do a whole thing about space battle.
One thing I thought was really interesting, this game plays 2 to 4 players, except there are 5 characters in this deck, in the game, and it only plays up to 4. So I thought that was like a really interesting choice, so that you can't play with all 5 of them at once.
Yeah, so that is a divergence off of the original Villainous, which you can really, honestly, we'll see how it actually plays out, but you can expand. And regular Villainous, you could play 8-9 people if you really wanted to. So
yeah, I'm not sure why they decided to do that, but it's interesting. So this game is coming to store, they say, around August 2022 to Target. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. We will be sure to cover it when it comes out. I'm very excited to play. And let me know what you guys think and who you want to see upcoming in this Star Wars, or what you think about this. Are you excited about it? You think they're going too far with the Villainous to stick to Disney? Let us know down below.
And for those who are hesitant, for those who are like naysayers and saying, no, stop with the Villainous, there are people who still have not played Villainous. There are people who are Star Wars fans who couldn't care about Marvel or Disney or any of this. So they're hitting a new market. It's a fresh game for fresh people. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can know whenever we put out a new video. And we'll see you next time. Happy playing!